to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Good route there.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. And give him 5 that time as they draw. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kentrell Brothers just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Darnold from the gun. Caught here by Bell. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
That one complete to Anderson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Intercepted. The Jets take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Red 80. Bound to lose one. Hey, Echo.
A final shot before the break. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold, and Anderson's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Go, go. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And Diggs has it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he'll be down.